Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back again to another episode of the Foreign Football Show. It's your boy Apex in the building, and I'm here with two more.
Yeah, man, it's yet another week of Premier League madness, bruh. We just woke up to the news of Thomas Tuchel getting the sack at Chelsea Football Club.
I've seen this coming for months, you know? Like, I think last year you can't keep playing terrorism football. You get me?
What's terrorism football?
Like the reason his nickname, I call him Tuchel because he purely learned football from Afghanistan.
First of all, man, how do you feel about this?
I don't know, bro. I don't know how to feel about it. It doesn't make sense, and especially with news that's been coming out of the club recently, he might get a new extension for a contract.
Yeah.
We've been signing players that he wants, so I don't understand exactly.
Ultimately, there was a plan. There was a long-term project.
It looked like everything was in plan, or he just needed a director of football, and then everything would be said.
The timing of it is off. It's midweek. There are not that many managers available that are free managers.
Yeah.
There are other managers that have been linked towards still in jobs. So I don't know if this second was like properly planned out.
Like every other Chelsea fan, let me say 90% of Chelsea fans, I have no idea why this guy's been sacked, because tactically this guy is a genius.
I don't know about genius.
Bruh, he's a genius. This guy is a genius. And
Tuchel won one trophy. One
trophy.
It was coincidentally the UCL.
No, bruh.
What else did you win?
The Club World Cup.
That's no.
And the Super Cup.
Nah.
Because even when you look at the record itself, that's 100 games in charge, won 60 plus, drawn 20 something, and lost only 16.
Imagine.
And to me, that's a good portfolio. I don't see, if anything, you can probably get a contract extension, but not to cut off the job completely.
Because it's because of the boring football he plays. Yeah.
No, not because of the players.
Not because of the players. Because of, like, Bowley is looking at it from a financial point of view, and nobody watches that.
Bruh, let's not lie to ourselves, bruh. Bowley doesn't know what he's doing.
It's kind of that's the thing that doesn't make sense. Are we actually making these signings for the club now, or were they actually managerial signings? I don't know if they were actual managerial signings. Why would you sack him now?
Because it's crazy enough if you even look at the fact that all these players came in, bruv, and now there's gonna be a new manager who's gonna scan through the whole squad again and scan through those players who just came into the club now.
And like, I don't understand what, like, even if the plan was to have a fresh new start, why do
it now?
Why didn't you just sack him before the window opened?
Exactly.
We have 0 points in the Champions League, and we're 3 points away from number 1, and then we're 1 point away from number 2. And we're 3 points away from City in the Premier League. It's not even a thing. Like, we just, it makes no sense. It's as a Chelsea fan, I'm very disappointed and hurt and heartbroken by this decision, because Tuchel, I would rank him as the second best manager in the league.
Personally, as a football, hold up, relax. This guy's talking out of his ass. 'Cause personally, in the league, second best manager in the league.
The fact that this man won them a Champions League, but it's like it falls in line with tradition of Chelsea,
the way they handle
the managers. You thought that was just an
Abramovich thing. Yeah, apparently it's a Chelsea thing.
It's a Chelsea thing. So the owner is keeping up with traditions. That's one tradition he looks to upkeep. Yeah. But like, I don't think it's gonna have the same effect as previous managers did, where when Chelsea loses a manager, the next manager then he comes and performs well.
Sometimes instantaneous impact.
Exactly.
If I was told Bowley, me personally, I wouldn't take a 1-0 loss to Zagreb, to Dynamo Zagreb.
It's the first game in the Champions League.
You can't make me spend 200 plus million and start losing to Zagreb. Bruh. Zagreb's net worth is not even for Fana.
There are actually some rumors that tension with the players, like you said. The atmosphere around the dressing room was just off even during the preseason campaign.
Yeah, but I understand, Wabona. You have a lot of players that want to leave, that don't want to be there, Wabona. And that's okay, Wabona. It's a transitional thing. It happened at Arsenal. The same thing happened at Arsenal.
United.
The same thing is happening at United right now. It's happened at a lot of clubs. It's even happened at Liverpool, even at City. It's happened before.
It's a process.
It's a process that you have to go through to get to success. So I don't understand why they sack a manager and then go a manager that's been there, that's been building for almost 2 years, and then you go you want to sign a manager for long term again. So
me personally, it's not about what he is, but what he does. And what he does is simply, it won't last. It's not good enough. That type of terrorism football only takes you so far.
But like we said, it's still the beginning of the season, so I don't understand how much change was truly needed.
Exactly.
Because he got the players that he needed, and Chelsea had a good transfer window, man.
Yeah.
They got some solid players.
They spent the most, so they really went all out to go for that rebuild.
So I don't understand what exactly I don't understand the decision, and I feel like it's scaring a lot of Chelsea fans for what's in store for the future. Because
with the new managers,
because like if you put someone in who's new and then he does worse than Thomas, then what do you say to the fans now?
And what's the plan? Are you gonna keep sacking?
And then what's the plan now? Are you going to sack and put another person in? We don't know what the plan is now, so everybody's all confused.
I mean, from a position I would say would be the best manager, I would say probably Graham Potter.
Personally, I don't think going for Graham Potter would be a good thing.
It's a bad thing. Sacking Tuchel was not a good idea.
Me personally, I agree with you. Make football in sense, and having a man like Graham Potter to take over would be a good thing for Chelsea in the long term. But also, it's also confusing where you didn't allow the previous manager to properly use his team and to grow and to build something, a legacy almost, with his own, implementing his own style. Now to convince Graham Potter to leave such a secure job in Brighton and a project that still hasn't reached its potential.
Also, Graham Potter, like we said, his players are fighters. His players are struggle warriors. From the favelas, you get me?
Yes.
They
starved for a year and lived.
They need those salary raises. They
work for them.
That's why they fight.
The last favela guy that we had was Rudiger, bro. And he left.
Yeah, I didn't like Rudiger when I used to watch him, but I noticed that what he does,
he's grinding. No. I'm not gonna disrespect. The last favela standing at Chelsea is Thiago Silva, bro. He's the only guy.
That guy is a smooth operator, man. Yeah. You can't have one smooth operator.
Yeah, you need at least two favelas.
You need a couple of guys.
Two struggle guys, who want to feed their families, bro. Who have a community depending on them, bro. That's why sort of Liverpool are struggling. Because money needs to feed his community.
Money wasn't playing for himself. Money was playing for the whole country. Money built hospitals that
Drogba.
Exactly.
We need guys like Drogba back who have a nation on their back.
Yeah.
But Christian Pulisic has America on his back, but America is rich, so they don't.
The problem with Pulisic now, he's not the only American star boy. He used to be the only American star boy. Now you have people like McKennie, you have people like Aronson. You even have an American manager in the Premier League, so he doesn't have all the attention anymore.
Personally, I feel like it's good. It's a good thing because he's a relatively unknown manager. So he won't have that much noise, or maybe he'll have noise because more eyes will be on him. I don't know.
Plus, just the progression he's been doing at Brighton.
But he's a very smart coach.
Yeah,
but sometimes, dog, I don't know, dog. Sometimes they were better players, but sometimes
you never know.
You never know, dog.
Bro, I really don't know, bro. I wanted Tuchel to stay, but I'm not fighting the Graham Potter thing. But it's now 5 more years. 5 more years without trophies. 5 more years with inconsistency. 5 more years with give him time. That's what this sacking has done.
United, they're about to become this.
They aren't exactly better just because they play for Chelsea.
But we'll see, bro. We'll see how things go.
We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
But
otherwise, this story was a surprise to all of us.
All of us.
Everyone in the football community.
I think even the players themselves.
But it just happened quick. We thought we were just gonna complain and they're gonna fix it, but then to sack him, I don't know. We'll see, bro.